What is up? Another week, another PAFO Plus. I'm enjoying doing them. Hopefully you're enjoying listening to them. I haven't gone in to listen to my stuff, so I don't know if it's getting a lot of views, if it's getting any comments, I don't know. Maybe you take me seriously and think I really don't like the show and I just critique it and trash it. That isn't it. That's what this is, just have fun with it. And trashing things is my forte, so they know I'm kidding. Hopefully you all know I'm kidding too and don't think I'm being a dick. We're just having fun with it. So hopefully you enjoy it, and please subscribe and tell your friends to go subscribe to Pondoff's Anonymous podcast. Pretty simple. Takes 5 seconds. Click it. Email address, you're done. We're not going to bombard you with a lot of emails. Just let you know when the next podcast is up. And if Chris wants to give something away, he may say, hey, I'm giving stuff away. But it's not a bunch of emails. Just so don't worry about that. So please subscribe. This week's, I'll start by saying, I told you a few weeks ago, you need to spruce up that studio. The last 2 weeks, still cluttered table, shirts hanging on the wall. Spruce it up. I told Chris and Zoe, I'll take you shopping. Let's all go shopping one day down like Cherokee, where there's some like thrift stores. We'll buy some knickknacks and stuff to put on the wall. I got some paintings here and some posters. I got a huge Lady Gaga frame thing you can put up there if you'd like. I got all kinds of stuff. Come rummage at my house and you can help clean the house and take what you want for the studio. Spruce it up. Again, I do take notes. I may have trouble reading my notes because I did this morning at like 7 o'clock. I made a pot of coffee and I'm sitting outside listening to it while I had only been up for like 15 minutes. So I'm outside in the sun, I'm jotting stuff down, and my hand looks like chicken scribble. So I will try to read my own writing to critique. First thing, I don't know what V down to my P is. Now you were talking about, a landing strip after that. So I'm guessing it's some kind of landing strip, but what, a V? You want a landing strip shaped into a V down to your prick? I guessing that's it, but I really don't know what V to my P is. So when you throw out acronyms like that or whatever they're called, let people know what it means. Maybe people think it's self-explanatory. It's not to me. I'm guessing, well, what's the V? I thought at first it was vagina down to my prick. That would be sex, wouldn't it? I don't know. Just when you use those things, explain it to idiots like me. I did learn that KG is now rich. He's made $9 off of his songs. I don't know how, because isn't it like a cent for every million views? And that would be 900, 81 million views. I'm not a math major, but I don't know. Yeah, $9 is $9. It's a lot of work you put into that for $9, though, buddy. So as long as you enjoy doing it, keep doing it. But I wouldn't brag about the $9. They did have a topic: if you won the lottery and had all this money, what would you do? KG said he would move to Mexico. I know you like Mexico, but I can rattle off 30 countries that are better than Mexico to go live forever. Mexico wouldn't be one of them, but to each their own. Christ, I'd rather get a boat and move to Miami than Mexico. But that was KG. He had moved to Mexico. Chris went all out. He's going to get a 2-car garage. You could get a 2-car garage, and if you want $1 million, that's not enough to live the rest of your life. Let's just say you want $1 million, you got a 2-car garage. You still probably have, $994,000 left over. That's not going to cost you a lot of money, Chris. You have a lot of money left over. I would have splurged a little bit more than a garage, 2-car garage. But hey, you'd be living the life. And I don't know. Again, the question was asked, and every time before you get to Zoe, other things pop up. Could have went right to Zoe, but it was before Zoe answered. Zoe talked about needing sleep, her dog, a nap, her roommates. So I guess I can't blame you guys. Zoe gave all these answers before her gave her answer to winning money. She brought up a bunch of other topics. So Zoe brought up her own topic. So I don't blame you guys. And then finally, Zoe got around to saying what she would do, and love the answer. She would buy a house that was big enough for a whole family to live in it. And even went one step further when Chris said, your whole family, I guess the one she really don't like, she'll still move in, but there'll be another wing of the house for the family members she really doesn't like. So I thought that was very, very kind of Zoe to do that. Buy a house for the entire family. Zoe's engine light is still on. Take that thing in and mug an ass. A lot of times engine lights go on and they don't mean anything. People ignore them because a lot of times they will just go off eventually. And if you take it in, there's nothing wrong with the engine. It's something in the sensor that they just turn it and the engine light goes off. So it could be, but you can't just ignore it. It could be an engine problem and you leave it on and it's there forever and it's just going to wreck your car. So get it checked out, Zoe. Zoe had a match on Hinge, again with the dating talk. I picked up a girl who delivered my groceries. It's not that hard. Even for somebody like me who is like 150 years old. I don't know about the dating apps. But Zoe matched a date on Hinge. Was supposed to go to Cyberg and he ghosted him. And I think your answer was because he wore too much gel in his hair. And you're afraid it was going to fall off driving there. First of all, I don't know if I'd have had that guy pick me up for a first date. I'd have met him there. There's no way I'm going to have this guy picking me up and then taking me to Cyberg's. I would have said, I'll meet you there. So if you'd have met him there, there's no way that you would have been affected by the gel blowing off his hair into the car. And I don't believe gel blows off. I mean, I used to use a gel called Mess Up. When my hair was short and I just liked it kind of all over the place, so I get out of the shower and I just take the Mess Up and just do that. It was just wherever it fell, it fell. And it was a good gel. It stayed in place, but you couldn't see the gel. It wasn't shiny. So I'm not dating guys, so I don't really care what they wear. But if you're not into gel, that's like a New York thing. When I go to hedonism, we called them Vinnies. New York guys are all their chains on, their hair all greased back. And that turned me off too. I didn't want to date them, but so I could see where it might turn you off. But I don't know why you go through all the problem of Hinge and then you meet a girl or meet a guy and then you just ghost him because you didn't like the gel. My question was there not gel in his hair in his pictures? You would have known that before you matched with him, I guess. I don't know how Hinge works. I don't know how any of these fucking things work. I really don't. I mean, KG's going to putt check. He can't get laid, and you're meeting on Hinge and then ghosting. Just, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I mean, the day and age of going out and picking up people in bars, I guess, is out. But I don't know, just go socialize, and you meet some guy, have a nice talk with them. I don't know how you can just see somebody's profile, and listen to their comments, and we're a match. You never met the guy, or you never met the girl. I don't get it. Again, it's just me. I'm 150 years old. But listening to the horror stories, KG's 60 putt check dates and nothing stuck. Zoe's ghosting guys because they wear too much gel. Don't get it. I do want to thank you guys for mentioning the Megan Meier Foundation and talking about Trivia Night. That was fun. So thanks for coming out and thanks for mentioning the foundation. And thank you for the support. KG, you know, I like the personal stories and the eating habits and things like that. And, you know, KG talking about when he stopped drinking and wanted to get healthy and lose weight and started eating things to get healthy. I like stories like that. Talk about yourselves. But maybe this is why you're not dating. Excuse me. And maybe KG can keep that cough in there like he did the last one. Put a promo up with me just coughing. But I've been fighting a head cold for like 2 weeks. It started with it was the weather where one day I got the windows open, it's beautiful. Then I got to turn the AC on, it gets hot. Then I got the windows shut and nothing on, and it's like 40 outside. So I think sleeping with the window open and then having the AC on after that, I don't know. It's been a head cold for about 2 weeks. It doesn't affect me. I don't feel bad, but it's just a cough and a little runny nose. Anyway, but yeah, I enjoy the talk about things you do for yourselves to better yourself. I told the other day about I like that you don't mind talking about using facial products. I don't mind you talking about your dietary supplements and what you do to stay healthy. But I don't understand how you impress girls by using chopsticks. I mean, any dolt can use a chopstick. And I hate to say it, if you're going to a Chinese restaurant or a Korean restaurant or whatever, and you don't use the chopsticks, you use a fork. Learn to use chopsticks. Not that hard. And I don't know how that impresses a girl. If I'm out with a girl, she's, oh my God, I'm fucking this guy. He uses chopsticks. That's easily impressed. So I don't get going to a Chinese restaurant impressing the girl by using chopsticks. I thought everybody who goes to Chinese restaurants uses chopsticks. It should be a rule in a Chinese restaurant. If you see somebody using a fork, they're out. Kick them out. Just like if you're at a buffet and somebody's going back for their 19th plate of fried chicken or pork chops, pork steaks, get out. It's only $19.95. You ate about $9,000 worth of food. Out. If I ran the restaurant, that's what it would be. And if I ran a Chinese restaurant, if you use chopsticks, you're out. Everybody learn to use them before you go to the restaurant. Take a little tutorial on YouTube how to use a chopstick. It's not that hard. What else I got down there? I can't read my writing. Manosphere, I think is what I wrote. Manosphere. Again, when you talk about things that not everybody knows about, like the V to the P and whatever, manosphere, I don't know what that is. Explain manosphere to me and explain it to the audience. I listen, I don't know what manosphere is. I know what a man is. I know what a sphere is, but it doesn't make sense together. Explain to me what a manosphere is. And then I do like the question, what were you like in high school? Me personally, I'll answer the question. I was in my high school, Brentwood High School, there were two groups of people. And back in my day, they did great. You did fit in certain groups, and you were either a jock or a freak. And for the first 3 years of high school, I was a jock. Played football, played baseball, played basketball, played golf. And then I became a freak. I stopped playing sports my senior year. I still played golf, but at lunch I would go out with the freaks and sit across the street and smoke cigarettes, and kind of became a freak. So I was a little bit of both in high school. KG was he said he was a little overweight, and then when he lost weight, he killed it. You'll have to explain kill it to me, because the story you were telling is that you were homecoming king, but then it was prom king. You were with the girl, then you weren't with the girl. Then you had a crush on your baseball coach's girlfriend and wrote her a poem, or your baseball coach's daughter wrote her a poem, and she didn't like that. Yeah, that's not going to work in high school. Make her a mixtape at least. Don't write a poem. Too bad you didn't know AA back there. You could have put a song together for her. But then he told the story, I think, after it got mixed up being homecoming, prom, king of the prom, king of homecoming. I don't know. But you did take a date to one. But you were hitting. You wanted to go with the coach's daughter. But then you got upset because your date disappeared and another guy friend of yours disappeared. and they came down the stairs together, covered in glitter. You got cucked, bro. You got cucked in high school at a homecoming date or a prom date. You weren't sure which. But all the while, you're fawning over another girl. So you can't be upset that you got cucked, because you didn't want to be with the girl anyway. You wanted another girl. And, I guess in high school, it's like that. You fall in love pretty easily from day to day. But because you lost weight, you became homecoming king, and you became popular when you lost weight. Kind of shallow, I think, of people, but again, that's high school. People are shallow in high school. People like you for one reason, don't like you for another reason. There's no reason you should have been not liked. It's a personality thing. There are a lot of overweight people at Brentwood. They still fit into our group because they had a great personality. They were funny. They had fun. It's all about personality. But I guess if you have some people that are mean people and don't like you because you're overweight, but you did lose the weight and you became popular and you got cucked. So what you gained out of that, I don't know. You got popular, became homecoming king, and you were rewarded by being cucked as a senior in high school. I've never been cucked. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I've been cucked a few times. Once by my best friend when I went trout. Both times I went trout fishing, believe it or not. The 2 times I got cucked I was trout fishing. I went trout fishing to Rock Bridge, came home, found out my best friend slept with my girlfriend. And another time I went trout fishing, I was dating Linda Breckenridge from the Breckenridge Hotel. I was dating her. I went trout fishing, went to her house when I got home Sunday. And the chef of the Breckenridge is in the house with her, cooking dinner with no shirt on. So I got cucked twice. But it was later in my life, not when I was in high school. Anyway, I feel bad for you. That's all I got. That was pretty much the show. And thank you again for only going 2 hours. Actually, 1 hour and 57 minutes. So I knocked that out between 7 and 9, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, sitting outside, and came up and took a shower and went to work. Went to my hobby. But it was a good show. I enjoyed it. A lot of good topics, and I covered most of them. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 that I missed, but if I didn't write it down, I didn't find them that interesting to critique. So, but a good show. Only 2.5 hours, only 2 hours long, hour and 57 minutes. That's perfect. I can knock that out in the morning. You get into these 3-hour ones, and man, I got to break it into 2. I got to do it in the morning. Then I come home from doing after the morning after. I got to go back to where I stopped and listen again. And then I don't start recording this until fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock. I like to knock it out early and be done with it. I enjoy doing it, but I know I got to get to KG because KG, I guess, would want to take a clip and promote it. Because this is a turnaround, man. I know with some of this stuff, like I think during the week, well, Monday they do the recovery podcast, but that goes to the following week. So they do that a week in advance. I'm not sure when Chaz and Chris needed to hear that, but it's ahead of time. They tape PAFO on Friday. It doesn't play till Wednesday. I tape this on Wednesday, and it's up tomorrow. So not a lot of time to take clips of it and promote it throughout the week. So hopefully you get it in time, and you can take a clip and put it up and say coming tomorrow. If not, I don't care. But anyway, it's kind of hard to promote this when I tape it and the next day it's up. Not really time to promote it. But anyway, good job on the podcast. Love what you guys are doing. Keep it up. Keep it under 2 minutes, 2 hours. That's perfect. And spruce up the place. I mean, it doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason. I mean, look what I got up here. I've got a sports poster there. I got Payne Stewart here. I got a little thing the Megan Meier Foundation put together for me, which I love. And then I have Robert Smith of The Cure, the poster from Chicago in 2023. This, I don't know if you know this. This is Tina and Kate and the foundation put this together for me. You probably can't see it, but it has the number of people they say that I've helped with some of the things I've done with Gobble Bowl and other things. I don't believe this. I've helped that many people, but God love you. But if you look right over here, that yellow heart, or that gold heart, that was from Megan's purse. Tina has given nothing of Megan's away. She has it all to herself. But she took the gold heart that was on Megan's purse, and gave it to me. That is maybe one of the sweetest things I've ever received. To think of me enough to give me something of Megan's is really cool. So I love you for that. But that's up there. There's no rhyme or reason with The Cure or Payne Stewart. So we can do that to your studio. I'll bring some stuff in. Just cover the walls with something other than a Heil sound system poster and a t-shirt. Work on that. All right, that's it for PAFO Plus. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And this will be up tomorrow, Thursday. I don't know why I'm telling you that. You're not going to see it tomorrow, so I don't know why I'm saying when it's coming up, because it makes no sense. But anyway, enjoy it. Comment. Don't forget all the other podcasts. The Recovery Podcast on Mondays. I'm not even going to give you the dates because I know I mess them all up. You got the Addiction and Recovery Podcast. You got Needed to Hear That with Chaz and Chris. The Recovery Addiction Podcast is Zoe, Chris, and a guest. Then you have PAFO, PAFO with Chris, Zoe, and KG. And then you got this on Thursday. And don't forget Drug Church on Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Gathering on McCausland. Free coffee, free booze. Or not booze. God, I'm so fucking stupid. Free pizza. I just associate pizza and beer together. Free coffee, free pizza, free childcare if you want to bring your kids. And while you go to the half hour that Chris puts on. And then there's meetings afterwards. But it's you get a lot out of it. It's free healing too. Free coffee, free pizza, free healing. It's really a great evening. So Wednesday, 6 o'clock. The Gathering on McCausland. There you have everything going on at the Pondos Podcast Anonymous Network. Enjoy this, and we'll see you next week.